tuned into the Lady Charmaine live show, and right now, my guest today is an award-winning film, television, and theater actress. She is one of the stars of Tyler Perry's hit show, If Loving You Is Wrong, and she's here today to talk about the brand new season. Help me welcome none other than Miss Edwina Findley Dickerson back to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you, Lady Charmaine?
Good. It has been a while. You came on the very first season. Now the show has blown up, and this is one show that got some drama for your mama, girl. It just keeps you on the edge of your toes, especially last week's premiere. So we're going to be talking about all that on the show. But first, I want to let people know a little bit about you, Edwina, because I'm really excited for this season for you and just to see where God has definitely taken your career. And for those who do not know you, I want them to know that this is not your first rodeo, that you've been around for a little bit. And you were in the show The Wire. You was in Treme, and also the movie Middle of Nowhere with Ava DuVernay, and also Free Indeed, which is based on a true story. So I want the audience to know, why did you decide to even become an actress? What was it about this industry that intrigued you?
You know, I really wanted to be an actress since I was a little girl. And one thing I appreciate is that I had a mom that was just discerning, you know. And dance and music and, you know, choir and step team and cheerleading and, you know, just all kinds of acting lessons and creative writing and just anything that she thought would really nurture my gifts. And as a result of that, you know, I was able to explore my artistic gifts from a young age and was able to continue down that path. And so when it came to going to college, you know, that was the frightening thing. It was, oh my gosh, am I going to do this for a living? Am I going to go and study drama, you know, which most parents hate? Like, no, don't study the arts, get a real education, you know. But she was so encouraging, and my family was very encouraging, and I did. I went to NYU and studied theater there, and yeah, and The Wire was my first TV show out of college.
So when you were in drama class, was there any roles that you ever thought that you would take or wouldn't take? How do you go about choosing the roles that you're going to play?
Oh, absolutely. There are some things that are easy, right? Not most. Some things you read the script, connect with the character, and say, oh my gosh, I would love to play this, and that's it. I think as a believer, there's other things where I might read it, and then I have a whole lot of questions, and I'm going back and forth, you know, and at the end of the day, I'm on my knees asking God, is this what you have for me? Is this a part of the plan? You know, is this where you want me at this time? Is it for me to play this role? You know, and just kind of wait for revelation on that as far as, you know, if I'm supposed to take something or if I'm not.
So how did you go about working with Tyler Perry to choose this role of Kelly?
You know, to be honest with you, and I think that your particular fans would appreciate this, I have received prophetic words, actually, that I was going to be working with Tyler Perry, that I was going to be shooting in Atlanta on his studio, and that I was going to be working with Oprah.
Really? Tell me about that. Where were you when that happened?
Yeah, well, there were several words over the course of years, but one in particular that I received in Texas. I was in Dallas, and I was doing a speaking engagement, and at that time I'd never been to Dallas before, and so I stayed an extra day just to be a tourist. And there was a woman there, and she stopped me as I was walking to my car, and she said, "Do you know who Tyler Perry is?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, she started describing the studios and this and that, and she said, "Well, that's what God is doing in your life." She said, "You're about to move to California." And then she also prophesied to me that I was going to be getting back together with my boyfriend, which 7 days later we did, and now we're married.
Now
so
that's a true prophet.
Everything she said manifested. Oh yeah, everything she said manifested, and now, you know, here we are in Atlanta filming with Tyler, and it's just been a wonderful experience. So, you know, I just really believe that God ordains our steps, and that if we're sensitive and keen on listening, that we can actually know what step to take next.
That is an amazing story. You're going to be working with Tyler Perry, working with, oh Lord, I need a word. Jesus, speak, Lord, speak to me. So for those who do not watch the show, can you tell them a little bit about the show and the character that you play?
Sure. The series was a spinoff of the movie Single Moms Club by Tyler Perry, and so my role is actually based on Nia Long's role in the movie. I'm a single mom, and most of the women are. And we're navigating life, love, relationships, and so each of us is sort of in a romantic relationship that is complex, to say the least. So my character started out really pining for a man. There was one man in particular that she was in a relationship with that she thought was going to marry her, and unfortunately, all he wanted to do was come to her and ask for permission to marry someone else, getting down on one knee. So I had to pick my face up off the floor and then figure out how I was going to continue on. I mean, this guy I've been with for 7 years. He was like a father to my son. And I think a lot of women have experienced similar things. And so, having to pick up my life as a single woman, and I'm great at all these other areas, but something about the love department, for some reason, that's just the area that keeps evading me. And so with many of the different relationships on the show, you're seeing how both men and women are negotiating, this thing called love, with all the complexities that come. And so, of course, in true Tyler Perry fashion, there's tons of drama in between. There's kidnapping, and there's killing, and there's shooting, and there's affairs, and there's gossip, and there's, it's definitely a roller coaster. You're on the edge of your seat every single episode. But at the end of the day, it's a good time, and Lord knows there's a million tweetable moments every single episode.
Because even last week, the gentleman that you were just talking about, because it's so funny, because when I was writing this out, I thought this was hilarious to me. I was just saying how, okay, you got the Brad situation. Okay, Travis, who's your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, now he's going in too deep. Okay, trying to choke you and everything else.
Right. It's funny how the tables turn, right? First
right.
I was fawning over him, and now I have a new man, and he just can't take it, and now he's crossing over to stalker status.
And then you got Brad, he out there digging holes, only God knows why. And then you got Randall and Marcy and the baby mama drama, and the baby mom is actually married to Brad. Okay, then you got the crooked cop, Edward. When I say this show is so full of drama, it's amazing. Yeah. But the gentleman who actually who plays the role of Edward, I just love him because he's the guy that you love to hate.
Everybody loves to hate him. It's so funny. I'll tweet with the fans on Tuesday nights, and we're all tweeting on the hashtag if loving you is wrong. And it's so funny. They're like, kill Eddie. Oh, but he's so fine. Oh, but I love him. He's such a good actor. Oh, but I can't stand him.
It is so true.
People just love to hate him.
It is like if you take him out, you'll miss him being on the show because his character is so strong.
Where's Eddie? Where is he?
Right. He's the character that'll be missed. I wanted to know, how early do you find out during the script writing process, if you do, what the season is going to be about? Do they reveal that to you, or do you find out when you guys are just doing your readings?
We find out during the reading. So there's no notifying, this happens. As we're reading the scripts, so honestly, our experience reading the scripts is just as much of a roller coaster as you all get when you're watching. This season I was turned, they were page turners and my mouth was on the ground. I'm like, no, wait, what? Huh? Are you serious? I'm talking to myself in my room. Right? Like, I cannot believe this. This is what's going to happen. And then, of course, the process of shooting it. And a lot of times, when we're all on set, we can look at the monitors and see when other people are filming their scenes. And sometimes we'll just walk down the hall and look at the monitor. We'll all be around the monitor with our mouths open. Like, no way.
And seeing how every scene actually unfolds.
Yeah.
So you got your role, but then you watching how the whole show is basically coming together with everybody else's scene. So what can we expect to see?
Yeah, there's a lot of jaw-dropping moments. In the season premiere, which happened last Tuesday, it really kind of set the stage, right? You see Randall at the end in a box with fire, right?
Baby hollering.
Racist. Right. So it's like, just imagine where it's going from there. Travis has just started stalking me. Randall's mom, you find her in a pool of blood. So all of these things, Brad and Marcy, all of these things are really about to spiral out of control. You definitely want to hold on to your seats because trust me, it's going to be very hard to predict the next moment. This time it's about to really heat up.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Edwina Findley Dickerson of If Loving You Is Wrong. Her character is Kelly. And don't forget to tune in tonight right there on OWN, If Loving You Is Wrong, at 9/8 Central. If you can't, DVR it, because it is getting juicy. So, Edwina, I want to say thank you so much for coming back on the show. I know it's been about, a couple years from season 1. Yeah. And now look where you are today. So, again, thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome, and have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. See you all tonight.
You're watching a Rich Girl Dreams production.